What's up, boys?
Okay, we've got our forehead bar here. You can see it's bent at both ends. I believe we've cut it to the desired length. You can maybe see on the end there I've drawn with green permanent marker where we're going to notch the tube. Trying to let it focus. So we will cut this notch and then we'll try to put it up into the car and see if it's where we like it, if it fits, and we'll go from there. So the forehead bar that I made that you just saw could work. I'm a little bit particular and I want this to be right, look the best it can. So I'm gonna redo the forehead bar. I'm gonna move
Dad, I can talk on this.
Okay, hold on a second, buddy. I'm gonna move the bends in further to the center of the bar and then lessen the degree of the bends to try to get the same distance, I guess. The way that the E46 roof is kind of set in the factory settings or position, I think it'll be better if my bends start closer to the center for this forehead bar. So I'm gonna recut this piece.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
And we'll start over again, and then I'll show you. Here's a photo of our first and second attempts at the forehead bar. Our second attempt looks a lot better and will mold nicely into the factory BMW roof design. The bends start closer to the center of the tube. We just continue to learn more and more as we bend tubing and mock up pieces and weld our cage together. Holy crap, folks. I've been working on this forehead bar for a couple nights. I had to re-bend it. I first bent it about here. And since then, in the second try, I started the bends closer to the center. It kind of goes with the natural body line of the roof piece here. And I've got this piece sitting in here now. It is exactly where I'd like it to be. So I've got to notch it here on both ends and then weld it right around there, baby. Perfectly braced along that roof line. Oof. I've been working and cutting little by little by little off the sides of this. We're almost there, baby. So I've been working on removing the front windshield. I need to remove it so that I can weld the top of the roll cage. We'll have to, remove the roll cage off the base plates and then weld around the tops so that it's solid. I don't have much footage of removing this front windshield, but somehow I have basically kept it in one piece, which is great. I don't plan on reusing the front windshield. If you do plan on reusing your front windshield, you'll want to take maybe a little more precaution than I did, but I basically used, let me see, my Milwaukee multi-tool. All right, I found it. So I use this Milwaukee multi-tool with just a metal or wood bit, whatever works. We're just gonna use this to cut the seam around the windshield that, keeps water out. So I use that, went in just enough to cut the seam. I will make sure that I didn't hit the metal around the A-pillars once I get this windshield out. Because you don't want to leave any exposed bare metal, because when you reseal it, if water sits there, it could rot out your A-pillars or your roof. You definitely don't want that. So I will make sure to, you know, sand those, prime them, repaint it, or touch that up, because ultimately I want to wrap the car again anyways, or repaint it down the road. But you don't want any water getting in there. So now I'm gonna show you the windshield. So it's basically starting to crack everywhere, which, you know, is unfortunate. But the bottom was definitely the hardest part, and I will definitely have to touch up some pieces there. There are some other tools I got, like off of Amazon. It basically has like a J hook on the end and a pull cord, and you pull it along as it scrapes the seam. That tool just did not really work for me. Maybe I'm just too soft on it, I guess. I don't know. But didn't work. I ended up just using this multi-tool, which is a little more unorthodox, but it gets the job done and a lot faster. So I am at the point, though, that it's stayed together enough that I think I can remove it and we'll be good. So I plan on replacing this with like a Lexan polycarbonate sheet for the windshield. I'm doing that basically all the way around the race car. So I just needed this to get out of the way. And the longer I mess with something, the, you know, quicker I just get to taking it out. So definitely won't be resalvaging it. And I might be able to still get the measurements off of it for my Lexan sheet, which will make that job easier. We'll see how this works when I pull this out of here, but we'll go from there.